Cool. Bro, I'm not going to say your government, innit? So, who have you got here? What are you saying, bro?
Yo, we got ACESIZ here.
Yeah.
You already know what it is.
What's good, man? Tell the people who you are, bro. You've come into this podcast. You hit me up via Instagram.
Yeah.
Check the profile. I see that you're a serious guy in many different ways, innit? So I just thought, of course, let's do it. Let's get to it. And you're quite adamant as well. You're just like, let's get this done ASAP. So,
Yeah, 100%.
Who are you, bro?
So obviously, I saw you interviewing my boy A-Man.
Yep.
Big up A-Man.
Big up, A-Man, my guy.
So yeah, obviously I thought, you know what? Why not hit you up? Because I always show love to upcoming individuals, be it artists, clothing lines, podcasts, videographers, photographers, the list go on. Just anyone that's... Huh?
No, I'm just saying I appreciate the love, bro. Honestly.
Yeah. Literally, just anyone that's doing their thing, bro, I'm supporting, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I thought, why not hit you up? Come down. So here I am.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Like you're like I see like you rap, you do multiple things. You got your own business as well.
I'm a man of many talents.
So you're kind of like a rap entrepreneur, bro. Like it's
I'm an artist / entrepreneur. Yeah,
a rapperpreneur.
I'm a rapperpreneur.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would say that I'm a first time. What did I say? Can't remember what I was gonna say now. But I was gonna say like I'm a first time entrepreneur, second time artist.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Why'd you say that?
Because the business has always been first.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean by that? So where did the kind of need to start a business start from then?
Since knee high. Yeah, since I was like 6. If you asked me what I wanted to do, it was never to be a lawyer or a doctor or nothing like that. It was always to be a businessman is what I used to say back then. But really and truly an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to start my own thing, run my own thing.
Yeah. So what did that mean to you at like 6, 7 in terms of when you're saying businessman? Because not many, I guess people say it when they're 6, 7, but like the commitment isn't there. Because I recall saying that stuff when I was young. Yeah. But like quickly when I would get older, I would just like the 9 to 5, the suits. It just didn't look like something for me. So I quickly kind of shifted what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And actually was getting into music after that. But like, so at 6, 7. What did a businessman actually mean to you?
Do you know what? Like, whenever you thought of a businessman, you'll think about the suit and the tie and whatever. Yeah. But at the same time, in correlation to that, you'll think about money, the bag. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously, when you grow up and there's scarcity around you, when you don't have much of something, and the people around you, being your family, whoever doesn't have much of something, you want it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you want to know what it feels like to have that. And then you kind of like look at it like this, yeah? You look at the people around you and you're just like, there's only so much they can do in life. Then you see the people that have what they have and then you're like, they can move out of certain situations and environments and move up positions because of that. That's why they kind of relate that to kind of power and hierarchy and everything else, you know. So to me, it's just literally just been about, literally just getting that so I can take myself out of certain situations and I can just live a good life. Because, you know, in life, nothing is free.
So how's that come to manifest in later years then? Like, tell me about this.
I'm big on that. I'm big on
brother.
I'm big on the law of attraction.
Of course. So how has that come about? Like, because I'm sure it didn't just start like 6, 7. I want to be a businessman, and then somebody gave you a business. So like, how did you get to the stage where you could actually call yourself an entrepreneur quite proudly?
Bro, like I was from a young age. From a young age, when say for example, certain family members used to ask me to borrow money, I used to add interest on that. Do you know what I'm saying? From a young age.
So where'd you learn these concepts?
You wanna borrow a tenner? It's gonna be 15 next Friday, and I need my money next Friday. If you pay me on Monday, then that's gonna be 20. Do you know what I mean? So I've always been like that.
Okay.
So I've always kind of had that mentality. Do you know what I mean? So I've always kind of understood, like, you know, money and currency. I wouldn't even call it money as such. I'll call it currency because there's a difference between money and currency. Currency is...
So how did, like, marketing start to play a factor into that? Because I know that's, like, part of what you do, right?
Yeah, that's what I do now. So marketing, obviously, as an independent artist, a full-time independent artist, no label, no financial backing,
You gotta
nothing.
learn the best
I
way
do
to market
everything
yourself, innit?
myself. Everything that you see, I've done myself. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not saying like I've produced my tracks or nothing like that. Obviously, like I pay to get that done. But that's through me finding them. Exactly, through my own initiative. Do you know what I mean? So when it comes to the marketing and the advertising, there's a lot of PR companies out there that will charge you high ticket prices for their services, and they won't fully promote your thing correctly. They won't fully promote your music correctly. So I'm just like, why am I going to pay a PR company how many thousand to do this and not see the results?
I mean, you're even like a step ahead for even knowing PR companies exist, because a lot of times people are like
people
in
don't
these positions and they don't
because
know
the thing is like PR companies are not trackable.
Yeah, like
them putting you on a billboard is not trackable. Them putting up your posters all around London, it's not trackable.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by
people are gonna see it, but it's not trackable, bro. Like you can't. All right, so if somebody adds you on a gram, say if like 20 people today add you on a gram, they could have added you on a gram through your YouTube channel or something else. You know, you won't know where they added you from. Whereas with like online advertising and marketing, it's traceable. You can see the estimation. It will tell you if you put in £20, we're going to say that you're going to reach this much people. Do you know what I mean? And you can really choose your demographic. Say, for example, if you're putting out posters in Hyde Park, for example, yeah, it might be a different demographic. Those people might not even be interested in rap and hip hop music. So why pay £1,000 to have your poster just placed anywhere for how many eyes? Yeah, the more eyes that see it, the better. Yeah.
So how did you actually start to market?
But at the same time, you can put that same 1,000 into ads and reach how many thousands of people that's actually interested in rap and hip hop music. It's a no-brainer and it's traceable. You can see the results. You can see if males engage with you more, females engage with you more, 24-year-olds engage with you more, 30-year-olds engage with you more. You can see all of that insight, and then you know where to further put your money. You
know where to strategize.
Exactly.
And rethink. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what did that look like for you then? So for example, marketing yourself as an artist, how did you think to do that?
How did I think to do that? Like
just even in terms of like how it happens. Like when did you start marketing yourself?
I mean, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. Like you need to, bro. Like,
but when did
I was talking to somebody the other day.
When did you market yourself?
When did I market myself, bro? Like I've been marketing myself since I was like 15, 16. You know, like I made my first little song in school when I was in like year 11. We sent it around the school.
And like, how were you marketing yourself at like 15, 16 in school?
Bro, like, you know, like just sending around your YouTube channel links and telling this one to share it and that one to share it and WhatsApp broadcast lists. Etc. etc. Do you know what I mean? And going under other people's YouTube channels, dropping your link there. Do you know what I mean? In the comment section. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like reaching out to bro. You see on Twitter back in the day, you used to tweet everybody your YouTube link. So I'll tweet how many different people my YouTube link. If they like it, they used to repost it, etc. etc. Retweet it is what you call it, or send it to their friends or whatever. So yeah, that's what I used to do when I was like back in school. Then after that, obviously, that's when I kind of realized the power of the internet and different ways of how to do it without being spammy, because nobody likes spammers.
And so where did you learn like different techniques? Did you learn different techniques from different places?
You see, the internet is a wonderful place. You got Google, you have YouTube, bro.
But it's quite hard to like watch a video and then do it though. Like
not really, bro.
It is because it doesn't work because you have to kind of put logic.
It depends on what video you're watching. If you're watching like one of those motivational videos, inspirational videos, it's just talk. Like they're prompting you to do something. Like they're kind of giving you motivation to do something, but it's like bringing a horse to a lake. You're not, you know what I mean? You can't make the horse drink.
So where you watching like more of the technical, like, so where you research
exactly,
like, okay,
yeah. So like how to run Facebook ads, how to run Instagram ads, how to grow Instagram followers. Do you know what I mean? How to grow Twitter followers, how to do this, how to do that. Literally, whatever I wanted to know, rather than going out and ask somebody, bro. YouTube and Google is your best friend. Please, like, this is to everybody out there. YouTube, and Google.
And so how did you start to implement it? Was it literally just you learn that and then you implement? You just do it?
Yeah. Then I'll just do it.
Dope.
You have to act on everything.
And when did you start seeing results?
The power of now.
Did you start seeing results immediately?
No, I mean immediately. Like the thing with ads is like you see results immediately. You know, it tells you if you put in £5, you're estimated to reach, I don't know, 1,000 people. If you put in £10, you're estimated to reach, I don't know, 2,000 people, etc., etc. It will tell you the figures. Obviously, it's estimated, but it's pretty much close. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
all right. So
I mean, kind of like, I'm not gonna lie and say I was always doing Facebook ads and Instagram ads, because I weren't. That's more like a newer thing. But before that, I just had different methods, you know what I mean? Like whether it's making sure like I'm present under YouTube comments, showing love and support to other people or whatever. Like I'm telling you, like there's endless ways. There's not really a right or wrong way of how to market and advertise yourself, but it's just about being seen.
Cool.
That's what it's about. It's about being seen. Like if you really want to take market and advertise seriously, it's just about being seen. The more eyes that see you, the better, really.
Cool. And then you took this information and then you started your own company. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that for a bit?
Yeah. So obviously with me, a lot of people used to tell me that I'm sick at marketing and advertising myself. They're like, bro, I don't know how you do it, but I see you everywhere. Like you're under this YouTube channel, you're under that YouTube channel, you're on this person's page, on that person's page. This person knows you, that person knows you, this person posts you, etc., etc., etc. They're just like, you're everywhere. So then I made a joke of it. I'm like, yeah, I have like 20 clones. Like right now I'm in Australia, I'm in Africa, I'm in the Caribbean, I'm in the States, I'm in London, I'm everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I'm under this YouTube. I'm under this YouTube channel. I'm on this Instagram page. Like, yeah, that's what I said as a joke. But really and truly, it's just about being omnipresent. So that's about being on more than one platform. So omnipresence is key.
But do you think, okay, so platform. Being like,
so obviously me going through it, when you said linking back to like my business, my advertising agency, it took a while for me to actually feel comfortable being like, okay, I can do this now as a service and I can take money from people, so I can charge for it, because I'm not the type of person that would feel comfortable taking money from people that I'm not 100% sure on what I'm doing. So it took me a few years to be like, okay, I'm comfortable doing this now, and now I know that I can charge people for it. I feel comfortable doing that. I'm comfortable taking people's money now for the service that I provide.
Cool. Yeah. So is that like focusing on like social media marketing, or is that kind of marketing on a bigger scale? So is that like, I don't know, like print advertising or like that?
Bro, like I do like SEO marketing, social media marketing, email marketing, you name it. Literally, like if you want print advertising, I've got connects to print advertising. If you need videographers, I've got tons of videographers on the contact list. If you need photographers, I've got tons of photographers on the contact list. Graphic designers, the list goes on. Like anything that you need, like I've got, like I'm very well connected. I'll say, like I've got a lot of people in my roster. Do you know what I mean? I've got like say for example, if you wanted like a high budget video shoot where the video quality is banging and the videographer is sick, then I've got people in my contact list where I can provide you, you know, their information and whatever. And if you want, say for example, a budget video, then I've got people on that level as well. So I've got people on, you know, a smaller level, a medium level, and a higher level that I can kind of introduce to people depending on their budget or their vision.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So literally.
Cool. Let's talk music. What's happening with music, bro?
What's happening with music?
You told me off camera like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so obviously I'm going to the States, to New York next month. So obviously at the time of the recording, we're in roughly the end of August now. I think it's August 22nd. Yeah. All right. You got it. Cool, yeah. So it's August the 22nd. I'll be out there September the 23rd to the 30th.
And what's the plan when you're out there?
Hey, music. Working on music. So obviously you got UK to the States, which is the first EP. Yeah. I'm going to work on UK to the States too. So I plan to vlog every single day as well. That's more content for them. Shoot videos, that's more content for them. And yeah, just literally have another EP.
In regards to that, do you feel like, why is it important to go to the US to do that? Like, why is that a thing?
Omnipresence. Like, the world is a big place. Like, why stay You know what I'm saying?
But like, why wouldn't you go to like somewhere like Europe, for example?
In Europe?
In Europe, yeah.
Because I don't really like...
Is it
I wouldn't really say that I even really listen to like European music like that.
Yeah, I heard that.
Apart from like UK rap.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't really listen to like European music.
But that's something I said that on
French rap is fire though.
That's
you see French rap, yeah, and German rap is fire. But I'll never like type in French artists or German artists. But if I hear it, I appreciate it, and I'm like, that's it.
I'm saying that they have a market for
I know they
UK
got crazy. Yeah, I know. Nah, they do. They do, and I see that. So I'm not seeing enough people exploit that. Do you know why? It's because a lot of us over here, we grew up on US music.
100%. Nah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're now tapping in like heavy. The bridge has already been built, but I still feel like there's still a few more bricks that can be added.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But the bridge has been built. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're seeing UK artists work with big US artists. Do you know what I mean? So to me, it's just about scaling. That's why my business is called Scalable Marketing Solutions. It's all about scaling. It's about being scalable. Like, it's not scalable.
Yeah, my man had that in the title. You were
serious
about it.
Yeah, it's not
trying to help people.
It's not scale exactly. It's not scalable to be in one place all your life. Do you know what I mean? Why not reach every single angle and every single corner of the world? Like, it's a big world. Like, it's more to life than just your city or your neighborhood, or do you know what I mean? Like, there's more to life than this.
Calm. So why do you make music?
Why do I make music?
Yeah, why do you make music?
Because I'm passionate about it, man.
Okay.
And literally, when I first like recorded my song, offered the feedback, I'm just like, yeah, like this is definitely me. And my cousin said to me as well, listen, every time I see you, you got headphones and you're talking about music, you're talking about artists, you're listening to music, you're rapping. He's just like, literally everything is just music. He's like, your whole life revolves around music. So he's like, why not take it serious? And he's like, you're actually sick. He's like, I'm not just saying that because I'm your cousin. And he's like, but I'm actually saying like, you're actually talented. So he's like, I think you should definitely take it serious. He's like,
so when did you start writing and stuff?
And I remember this, like I was in the car with him, like when we had this conversation. Well, when did I start
writing?
When did I start writing? Since I was young, really. I always used to kind of write music. I can't really pinpoint the exact moment and the exact time when, but I always used to write music pretty much. You know what I mean? I've always been in tune with listening to music. I grew up on like rap and hip hop music, reggae music, soul, R&B, you name it. I grew up on all that kind of music. So like music's always kind of been a part of me. It's always been around me. So yeah.
And when you're kind of like creating projects, what's in your what's your mindset when it comes to approaching a project?
Do you know what? Like when it comes to my music, I just do music that I enjoy.
But I mean, like, so for example, is it just like, I don't know, I haven't put out music in a bit and people are waiting for new music? I don't know, you might have people kind of hounding you for new music. So is it just the time to put out new music, or is it like, yo, for example, did the UK to US?
UK
or
to the States,
my bad. Was that something that's been planned for a bit? And you're like,
there
needs to be a third.
Okay, definitely. So obviously UK to the States came along when I hit my boy Swayze McGrady up on Instagram. So you know Instagram ads, he must have put out an ad now, and I was on my homepage and I saw this guy from New York, and I'm just like, yo, like this song is fire or whatever, I'm gonna hit him up. So I hit him up and DM, I followed him, whatever. Then we exchanged FaceTime. We got on FaceTime, literally like, hey, we must have FaceTime for about 3 hours that day. I was just showing him mad UK music. He was showing me like mad music in New York and stuff like that. And he fell in love with UK music and whatever. Because he said he never really listened to UK music like that and took it in like that until I showed him, do you know what I'm saying, UK music. Now he probably knows more about UK music than me. Do you know what I'm saying? So he proper, you know, like put his ear to it.
What do you think about the scene now then? What do you think about the UK scene?
Nah, I love it now, man. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like now, like, you know, like there's not a prouder moment in time than now to like,
that definitely feels
be
like
an artist in
right
the UK or to be a part of the UK scene. Do you know what I mean? Because I just feel like everyone's kind of expanded their mind a little bit more in their vision.
But does that make it harder to then like establish yourself as an artist?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't say so. Nah, like it just gives you more drive because you know, okay, people in all different sides of the world are listening to UK rap now. Do you know what I mean? All different sides of the world, people are tuning in. come on, you got Australian drill now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
You got Australian drill, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so people from all over the world are listening in and are taking bits from us and are imitating us and are wanting to work with us and are being inspired by UK artists. So there's never been a better time in...
And what, do you think drill is at the forefront of that then? Because it kind of feels like that.
I mean, arguably, yeah. I mean, you could say that, but I don't really listen to too much drill like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I like drill, you know what I'm saying? Drill is fire, but I just feel like sometimes it can be too negative, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I really like taking in too much negative things into my mind, because the mind works like a sponge, you know what I mean? When you're taking too much negative things, it's not really good for your consciousness. But nah, drill music is fire. Like, I like the beats and I like the styles and I like what people are doing with it. Like, you know what I mean? People have their own styles and whatever. It's fire. I mean,
you gotta show me that, bro. Yeah? Like, for me personally, let me just say,
it can definitely influence you though. Like, if you're listening to a drill song, you just want to do something crazy. So, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously, like, if you're not aware of that, then
but for me, like, I would say perhaps because I don't listen to it enough to know. But it sounds quite generic. So, like, when you say that different people like bringing a different flows to it,
I feel like a lot of it's like recycled bars. Like, a lot of the time, it's very recycled. Like, people use similar terminology and similar lines, but they just add their own little twist to it. So that's definitely what I've realized. But I just feel like nowadays people are becoming more open to being different, whether it's taking off masks and doing different kind of videos where they add different kind of sceneries and props to the video. Like, people are trying to find different ways to do things differently.
So what's your process to creating music then? Like, is it quite mixed, or like, are you, for example, are you not trying to like produce a certain sound? Are you trying to be more...
I'm just trying to be me. So literally, like, if I listen to, like, obviously everyone takes influence from artists and stuff like that. So if I'm listening to, say, one artist for a month, my music is probably more likely going to sound like that artist.
Because I was going to ask you, like, who are you inspired by? Who are you listening currently?
You said inspired
what project has dropped recently?
I'm pretty much inspired by everybody that's doing great things.
I hear that.
And everybody that's rooting for greatness, I'm inspired by. You don't have to be the biggest artist in the world or the biggest artist in the UK or the biggest artist anywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? As long as you're on the road to greatness and you're trying to be great, and you know what I'm saying, like, you're going to inspire me. So I take inspiration from everybody, but who I'm listening to right now in terms of artists, I listen to like a lot of UK music now, like a lot of US music still. So like, even Toronto, like, I like Canadian music as well as fire, Canadian rap, like. Yeah, Toronto's got a lot of fire rappers.
I'm definitely not tapped into the Canadian.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see, like the US and Toronto right now are like two places that I'm definitely tapping into, and I've had a couple collabs with. Like, I got another EP called UK to the 6, so obviously, you know, UK to Canada. Yeah, London to Toronto. So but in terms of who I'm listening to right now, obviously yesterday I was at Little Baby concert.
Oh jeez,
that was fire. I shot the video for that. Yeah, because I shot the Roddy Ricch video last time. That done 200k views on my own channel, no promotion. Just took off. Viral. I didn't even know.
How did you like get yourself into these situations? Like, how did you get to that concert?
Hey,
because when I saw that, like, so what are you like using, like, because you got a camera, right? You told me like off air and stuff. So like, you're shooting it like professionally.
Yeah.
So how have you kind of managed to get yourself into those positions? Yeah. Okay.
Psychology.
I've been seeing this a lot around recently, like different people, like, no, like, just in terms of getting themselves into, like, for example, getting themselves backstage.
Psychology. Psychology goes a very long way. Do you know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to word things, how to talk, how to, do you know what I mean?
So what was that Little Baby?
How to finagle the bagel? Oh nah. The Little Baby concert was fire, man. It was sick, proper sick. Like, obviously, I got the footage there as well. Put it up on my YouTube. Dope. Hopefully, this skyrockets like the other video. That's the whole plan. But it was a good concert. But yeah, I listened to like Lil Baby, like Gunna still. I mentioned in other interviews that I listened to them. I still listen to them. The Migos, Rich Kid, Meek Mill's my favorite artist though.
Do you know what? Meek has been strong recently.
Yeah, I can't lie. Like I watched a documentary as well. I wasn't a big fan of him like for a long time. On Amazon Prime, he has a documentary, Free Meek.
What's that saying? Is it good?
Sick, man. Yeah. So obviously,
it's about his court case.
I got Amazon Prime for a month just for that. Yeah, it's about his court cases and the system out there. He was sick though. But obviously like Meek Mill is my favorite artist. He's been my favorite artist for over 10 years, like since Flamers mixed it. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing new. Like he's been my favorite artist for a long time. So Meek Mill, I like Lil Durk a lot. He's like my favorite artist as well, especially now, like since he's kind of changed up his flows and stuff a lot more from his old stuff. But again, like he's been my artist for like probably, my second favorite artist for over 10 years as well. But like those two, like I listen to Heavy. Yeah, I mean that's really about it in terms of artists. I like Roddy Ricch. Bro, like there's too many artists to even name here. I'm gonna be here for hours naming artists. But in terms of the UK scene, I just like literally I listen to everybody in the scene right now.
Have you got a fave in the UK?
I like Fredo a lot.
Okay.
Fire. Fredo a lot. I like Tiny Boost.
Tiny Boost.
From Peckham Sets. Fire. I like obviously Gigs. Sheesh, there's too many.
What about Skepta?
Skepta's always been a legend. Do you know what I mean? But
what do you think of his last album? Have you heard his last album?
Yeah. Fire. Oh yeah, obviously my boy Nave Smalls. Yeah, big up Nave Smalls. Yeah. Bro, I like literally like I don't think there's a UK artist I don't like. I like Dig That, Hardy Caprio, One Asen, what's his name? Diggity. You name it, bro. Like, I don't think there's an artist I don't like. I don't know if I said Heady One already, but Heady One.
Nah, you did, but
yeah. Literally, I don't think there's an artist in the scene I don't really like. Yeah. So, yeah, UK music I listen to a lot. You know what I mean? A lot more than what I used to. I used to listen to, like, a lot of Nines and stuff like that. And, like, Blade Brown and stuff, but, yeah.
Do you think,
Still listen to Blade Brown, like, that Bags and Boxes 4 was fire as well.
So, like, I know you were saying, like the US is actually picking up UK music quite a lot, but I've only heard, like, in some instances in different places where I can actually hear, like, a influence that's probably come from the UK. Yeah. Like, and that's usually to do with Afrobeats and stuff like that.
I was gonna say, like, I like Afrobeats a lot as well.
But I'm not too sure if anything else is picking up per se. Obviously, they're starting to realize.
Because obviously, I like Burna Boy a lot, but a lot of people say Burna Boy is not Afrobeats. So
why?
I don't know. That's what I heard. Like,
so what is he?
Somebody said Burna Boy is not Afrobeat. Like, that's what I heard. Like,
okay, that's interesting.
What I'm saying, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, he always brings an Afro flavor.
That could just be their opinion, yeah. Because obviously, there's Afro swing as well, isn't it? And all this type of stuff. Like, there's quite.
Fam, I think we should start calling it Afro now.
Yeah, for real. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot to it. Like, I like Bashment as well, but mainly I just listen to rap in it, so it's just rap music mainly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have to break it down in percentages, then it's like 95% rap, like 2.5% this, 2.5% that. But it's just
rap,
just straight rap, really, rap and hip hop music.
Dope. All right. When it comes to your process, so this is one of the questions that I had asked before. When it comes to your process, like, are you, obviously it might be different, but I know for a lot of people, you go into the booth, you hear the beat, and you vibes with it for a bit, and then you might write whatever comes to your head. Yeah. Is that you, or is like, do you write your? Do you sometimes find like yourself?
So me personally, like I don't go to the studio unless I have the track written out, because it's a waste of time. Do you know what I mean? So when I do book the studio sessions, it's because I have the track written out. I have the whole song written. Exactly. I'm not here to waste no time. I just want to get in a booth, hit that song out, hit the next song out, done. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not in the booth just listening to a whole beat. Okay, yeah, let me pay for this hour. You haven't even written anything down. Listen to the beat. Let me pay for this hour. Oh, okay, yeah, bro. I'll come back tomorrow.
Kicking in, being very efficient.
Or like sometimes you get writer's block, and writer's block sucks. Yeah, writer's block is not cool. So,
but a lot of people would say that like they make that music because it's inspirational. Like, for example,
it is inspirational.
Meek would say that quite a lot.
I know, yeah, but
obviously he does struggle rap as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But he mixes the two. You know what I'm saying? Like he mixes the two, like on like a rags to riches type thing. So that's all motivational. But then you got the other artists that are just, I got this Ferrari, I got this Lamborghini, I got this. Okay, cool. That's sick, but not everybody can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's struggle rap, it's like a lot of people can relate to that. But motivational rap, yeah. But there's like motivational rap, and then there's like just the stunting rap, like, oh, I got this, I got that, look at me kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So But yeah, like that's ignorant rap. I like ignorant rap. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a place.
Bro, I like all different kind. I like all different kind of rap. I just love rapping. I love rap music. I love hip hop music, and like I like all different types of rap. So I don't discriminate against it. But just like obviously I can relate more to struggle rap in it. So yeah, everybody has their own personal struggles in life. Do you know what I mean?
What's some of your struggles? Talk to me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh, you trying to ask that question?
Yeah, no, like I mean, obviously, like just okay. So because
what's
I wanted
some of
to dig in
a
bit because you said,
I appreciate that.
For example,
I appreciate that.
Had this idea at 6 or 7 or around that age that you wanted to be a businessman, right? Yeah. And so is that the need for like? Did that come out of the need like you wanted money? Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
my my family never had it. Do you know what I'm saying? So who else is gonna give it to you? Do you know what I mean? Like you've got to stand up and be the man, and you know what I'm saying, and go and get it on your own. Sometimes you can't be dependent on nobody. Do you know what I mean?
So what did you do to actually get here? Did you follow the education kind of route?
Yeah. So if you want to talk about my journey now,
yeah, man.
I went to school. Stayed in school. Literally, like in school, like. Yeah, like bro, like I was just, you know what I'm saying. Like I just went there to, right? Nah, like not really. I wouldn't say I was doing music in school, but I dropped a song in school. Yeah. But I wouldn't say that I was doing music in school. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't pick music for GCSEs or A levels or nothing like that. Course. But yeah, I made a song in school. I used to go to the school in the school studio every now and again. But yeah, like I stayed in school. Bro, in school I'm just like, listen, we're in school. You gotta be here. Why not get the most out of it? That's how I always looked at it. I'm like, I don't want to reset nothing in my life or whatever. I just want to get it out of the way and just do what I can with it, innit? So that's kind of how I looked at it. So
you always knew that you weren't really depending on it. You just wanted.
And I always knew that it was something you need to. And I always knew that I was my own person. So I've never wanted to be like anybody else.
How did you know that, bro?
How did I know that? Yeah, because you can just know that you're your own person.
Yeah, but like, how did you know that? How did you know that you like?
Oh, because I just didn't follow the crowd. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I just used to kind of do my own thing. More time in school, like I was in with the popular people, but I ain't gonna lie and say I was the most popular guy. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like people knew who I was and stuff. Like I was in with them. Like people. Like was cool with me because I was just humble and whatever, and I was just cool and I just had love for everybody. Like I've always been like that. The same person I am today, like I've always been like that, but it's just like I've leveled up now. Like I level up every day, every week, every month, every second. You know what I'm saying? I'm always leveling up. So yeah, that's how it was in school. So I went through school, done my A levels, got decent grades at that. Didn't fail any A levels.
What did you do for A levels?
Done English lit.
Okay.
Yeah, I got A
That's
star.
Serious subjects right there.
I got A star for AS.
Jeez,
yeah. Nice. I think I was like the second person that in a year to get. There's only like 2 people that got it, 2-3 people. I was one of them. But A2 I didn't do too well. So overall I think I got like a B. Media studies I got a B. Travel and tourism I got a distinction star. That was like a B tech. Yeah. Got so like an unconditional uni offer, like to do business management, but I'm saying like uni is just like it's not really for me. You know what I'm saying?
Why wasn't uni for you?
Because like I believe personally uni is a scam. Like I'm not saying to other people don't go. Yeah. Like if that's what makes you happy in life, or if you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or something, you might need a qualification. Yeah. Like a degree or something like that. Yeah. So I'll be like, like go for it. But for me personally, like to set up a business or to do rap or whatever, you don't need a degree. So I'm just like, I don't really want that debt over my name. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like,
smart guy.
That's just me personally. That's just me.
I totally agree with you. I think it's like I've always on your situation,
bro. Like I've always wanted to, as I said, like I've always wanted to be like an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to be an artist. Now I'm an artist / entrepreneur. As you said, manifestation. I manifested it all. Here I am. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of how I looked at it. But
and you said uni just wasn't
a route for me. But as I said, to everybody else that wants to go uni and think about going uni, if that's what you want to do, then do it. I'm generally happy for you. That's amazing. Like you go and you do that. But for me personally, like that just wasn't me. And I kind of had enough of the educational system as well. And I always knew there was something wrong with the educational system. Like, you know, a lot of the time people say to you, oh yeah, you're going to miss school when you leave. Like, I miss school, whatever. No, I've never, I've always said when I was in school, I'm not going to miss school when I leave. And I don't miss school. Do you know what I mean? People are like, yeah, when you get older, you're going to miss school. No, I don't miss school.
I think people say like the memories.
I hated school.
Probably.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
probably what they're saying.
The memories, but
yeah.
Using the word miss is like you want to go back.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back. Yeah, exactly. Be careful about what you put out there. I don't want to go back. Nah. Because I always knew school was like they're trying to teach you something that's a part of the agenda. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
The hidden agenda of society. Like they're trying to portray and push certain things onto you that you have to learn and that you have to go through. And me personally, like I knew that there was something up with that. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, like why do we have to learn about Shakespeare and all this type of stuff? Like, why can't we learn about what really matters in life? Like, you guys don't teach us how to be millionaires. Like, you don't teach us how to be billionaires. You don't teach us how to build wealth. Like, you don't teach us how to build businesses. Even business, it just tells you about dividends and all this type of stuff. I don't tell you about investing in stocks. I don't tell you about real estate. I don't tell you about how to set up on the HMRC, about getting accountants, all this type of stuff. It's just like, oh, what is a dividend? Oh, a dividend is this. Oh, what is this? Oh, that is that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't teach you how to make money.
So how much do you think, if you had to weigh up, like how much have you actually taught yourself and how much have you actually learned from school? And when I say learn from school, I mean like actually like you can remember to this day what you've learned and like you actually still use that information in kind of what you do. And like weighing it up. So like
I'll just say discipline. Definitely discipline. In terms of, you know, like if you got an exam, you got to make sure that you prepare for it. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't want to fail the exam. So I'll say discipline. Like it taught me discipline in that way. Snap wells. Like how to socialize when you're in school, there's all these other kids around, like you socializing, right? Unless you're one of them kids that's just always by themselves in the library, like nobody talks to you. But yeah.
Shout out to them kids.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them kids as well, bro. Yeah. Bro, I was talking to everybody in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be with this type of person, that type of person, this type of group, that type of group. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never used to discriminate. So, yeah, shout out to them if that's what they want to do. Again, that's what they want to do, to each their own. But yeah, I mean, I'll just really say discipline, really and truly from school, and obviously just all of the basic stuff like how to write and all this type of stuff. But apart from that, I wouldn't really take much lessons from school, to be totally honest with you. Do you know what I mean? Especially now, I'm actually rewiring the mind to society. I don't think school teaches you about society. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that? Like, school only teaches you what they want to teach you, but they don't teach you real life. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't teach you, as I said, like how to build wealth, how to do this, how to do that, how to, if you want to like become a creative, it's not going to tell you how to use a camera, how to be a director, how to be a producer, how to be a photographer, how to be a rapper, how to do this. So that's what I'm saying, bro.
I saw like an ad.
School doesn't teach you that.
I saw an FB ad for a media degree, and I was like,
that's another
thing, bro. Shared that, fam, and I said, look,
it's a business.
Just don't take a media, like don't go for a media, or maybe film, because you might learn a bit more from like how a film is structured. But even that, like kind of what like you've done, like you've used the internet, I don't know, got the tools that you actually need to facilitate ways that you want to do, and that's exactly what I said. I shared and said like, look, yo, if you're looking to go and study, or for example, you just want to go to media and you're interested in film, just buy a camera, go on YouTube and learn everything that you need to know. So you're actually going to learn more, because a lot of the time... And
you learn a lot through experience.
Yeah, 100%. Because for example, for me, I studied like, I didn't go to uni, but I did when I started working, I did like a private kind of college course basically for sound engineering, because I was already into like producing and making music. So I thought, what was the next step? And that's obviously being a sound engineer, or kind of learning the ins and out of how you record, how do you use, like how do you understanding audio and signal and all of this type of stuff, audio frequencies. I did the course, and like literally somebody like a producer that I know, shout out to him, his producer name is VR Black. Xavier, shout out to Xavier. And he told me, look, it's going to be pointless if you do that. You can learn all that you need just from educating yourself. And bro, he was so right. The course was for 18 months. I dropped out after about 7 months. But I'm still paying off the loan to this day, bro.
And why did you drop out?
I dropped out because the information that they were teaching me wasn't, and that kind of goes to my point. It's like, for example, if you're learning media, like for me, that kind of experience in that sound engineering course, they weren't teaching me the information that I needed to know today. So like, you weren't teaching me, it was more kind of sound engineering, for example, for like rock artists or kind of kind of live performance, which I guess that's where it's aimed at anyway. But it wasn't catering towards somebody that wants to learn sound engineering to kind of take that into a hip hop space or a rap and R&B space. So it didn't apply to me. After that first 6 months, I did learn a bit, but to be honest with you, like when having to prepare for exams and stuff, actually, instead of going through back my notes and stuff, because it was like a 2 evening a week course, so I had loads of notes by the end. My exam turned up, and I didn't even go through my notes, bro. I found a YouTube channel that could actually articulate the information in a very simple way, and I learned more from that than I actually did from the course. And so I actually spent all of this money just to realize that I didn't need to take the course, and so I dropped out. And I've been a big fan of like not paying people. I guess like mentorship is probably a bit different. Maybe that's a bit different. I would probably advocate for that in different contexts. But if you're paying for courses to do with something that you can learn online, what I'm saying is do your research, basically. Do your research.
But linking back to that, I was going to say that there's like a lot of like gurus nowadays, like online gurus, like selling courses and stuff, because they know that's where the money is.
Hundreds.
And it's been like that since the beginning of time. That's why education is so big, and they push education. And if you go down the road, you'll see an advertisement for this college and for that university and for this school and for that school. It's all a business. Like,
to be honest though, like,
it's all a business.
People that are doing courses. So for example, say if you're like a successful entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, courses, listen,
that's probably better though.
Buy those kind of courses.
Exactly.
That's what I done. Like,
because you can do research into the person and learn that, okay, they're at this position because...
And you're actually learning from somebody that's actually successful.
Hundreds.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, no offense to some school teachers, but a lot of school teachers, they're not successful people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, in terms of, like, I mean, I'm not going to say not successful.
I mean,
people,
you wouldn't be a school teacher if you were successful. That's usually how it is,
I mean,
right?
to them, like, helping out kids, like might be a success. So, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, success is measured in different ways.
But for example, if we're talking about sound engineering,
what I'm saying is that most teachers, like, they're not, like, most school teachers, like, they're not millionaires. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They're not millionaires. So what are you going to really, like, if you want to be a millionaire, what are you going to learn from a school teacher that's on 20 to 40 grand a year? They're not going to teach you how to be a millionaire. Like,
and stuff.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they're not going to teach you how to be a millionaire. So that's what I realized about school.
Have you done that then? Have you ever bought a course?
Yeah.
Or anything like that? Okay.
Yeah. So I brought a social media marketing agency course. So
how
you know it as the term for it is SMMA. That's what we call it, social media marketing agency. Yeah. So I brought one of them courses, and that just literally helped me to set up my business. Like, they have different modules in it. So it's like an introduction, then it's like how to run Facebook ads, how to run Instagram ads, how to do this, how to do that. Then it's like how to get clients. Like, they give you like all of the scripts to reach out to certain people, like templates, like etc. Then it's like how to scale it, so how to build your business to like a 6-figure, 7-figure company and everything like that. So yeah, that's the course I bought. Like, cost about like around $1,000. You know what I mean? So, but you gotta put down good money if you wanna do good things.
And that's quite a lot of money.
You gotta invest in yourself.
Like, there are different kind of marketing courses and just different courses in general that like cost bare peas, but still $1,000. That's like not kind of loose change, innit? So
it's not loose
how
change.
Did you have to like struggle to? Not struggle, but like, what was the plan in like buying something?
Everybody knows the internet. There's different ways. There's different ways to get things. That's what I'm gonna say. Do you know what I mean? Everybody knows the internet. Like, there's different ways to get things. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally what I'm gonna say. Okay. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So there's different ways to get things, but like I'm saying, like, the value of the value of the course was £1,000.
Yeah. Okay. So with that course as well, like, they give you. Like, what did they give you? Did they give something that was like a online restricted, or was like a PDF of all of the stuff?
Nah. Like, everything, like, you have to get from that website.
So you had to like log onto the website and stuff.
Yeah, you have to get on. You have to get onto that website, like really and truly. Yeah, but as I said, like online, when you dig, you find other ways of getting certain things. For sure.
Do you know
what I'm saying? But I did actually buy the course, but I just didn't buy it for that much. But I actually did spend money on it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I brought a few other courses as well, so I didn't just buy that one. But that's the one course that I focused on. The other two are just sitting there. I haven't fully gone through them. Like I've looked at them and I've gone through some of the videos.
So what are those courses
I didn't need it. Oh, like some of them are like, Ty Lopez, like you said you didn't know him, but he's an entrepreneur. Like some of them are Ty Lopez courses, like how to set up a social media marketing agency. They just told you about like different ways to advertise and to, run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, all this type of stuff. But that's what I'm saying. Like nowadays, everything's online. Like in terms of setting up companies or businesses.
But it seems you're like more like in that aspect. You're more focused on the social media side of it.
Yeah, because like because I'm an artist. Like I have to spend a lot of time on social media because that is a business as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Without social media, certain people can't see you, certain people can't contact you. So you need a social media presence. So because I've already spent so much time using social media, like I learned so much to it, I'm just like, why not turn this into a profit? Do you know what I mean? Why not actually make money off of this? So especially as so many people was coming to me like, oh bro, like your marketing is sick, the way that you advertise and market yourself and all this type of stuff. Like I never would have thought. I'm just like, really? But a lot of people said it to me, so I'm just like, yeah, why not run with it? It's like a talent that you don't know that you had until I really like fully like analyzed my skills and what I've already done. I'm just like, yeah.
Do you do any kind of like guerrilla marketing or anything like that? I feel like you'd have a good mind to figure out what would work, kind of unusual content.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Talking back to different grinds that I've had, like I used to sell my music hand to hand. That's guerrilla marketing.
100.
So a lot of people are selling like physical mixtapes and stuff. I wasn't selling a physical mixtape. I was one up from everybody out there, from all of you mixtape sellers.
What you doing?
I was selling it was like a card, and on the card it had a website and a redemption code. So you'll pay £5 for the album that's worth £10, so you get 50% off. Then when you go online, you can download the whole album. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like a 20-song album.
That's so smart. So like you actually
can download it anywhere. You can download it on your phone. You can download it on your smart TV, on your laptop. You don't have to say, oh, I ain't got a CD player, because a lot of laptops, they don't even come with CD players nowadays.
100.
So there's no excuse not to buy it. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's a really good idea, because you're
like... I had another friend, big up King Kofi, like him, he's an artist as well, and he actually had a card reader. So if people like haven't got cash, he will bring out the card reader, like, okay, what are you gonna say?
No, that's like that is a really good idea, because it's not just like the really good thing about that is that it's online, so you can see the social proof. Like, look, if he's managed to get his
that's what I'm saying online,
and then you see the people you can actually buy it from online,
and then you get and then you get an email lead, because they can put in their email address. Then you can email market them. See, a lot of artists are not doing email marketing, and I spoke to another artist the other day. I'm like, bro, you need to build up an email list.
How do you do that with music?
Email marketing is so important. Easy, bro. You just collect email lists, and then whenever you come up with a new album, EP, single, video, you just send it around to a list of people.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I hear that. Yeah.
So if anybody needs help on building an email list,
how obviously it's a way of doing stuff, isn't it?
It's very effective. So they say that email read rates is I think it's 45%. So it's not as high as text. Text read rate is 98% or 95%.
But text is a bit intrusive. How do people even like? I feel like people are selling data when it comes to text.
So when it comes to text, people will open your text. The read rate's like as I said, like 94 to 98%. Email is like 40 to 60% open rate. Yeah, because so imagine emailing and texting. You just boosted your. So what do you do? Like skyrocketed your chances, huh?
Do you do that as well? Text marketing and stuff?
Not really. I used to do like WhatsApp broadcasting, because it can become annoying sometimes. I don't like people.
That's what I'm saying. Because for me, I feel like that's quite intrusive.
No, I don't like it. Yeah. I don't like it. So what I do is I built up my Snapchat purposely for doing that. So I don't do it on my Insta. I do it on my Snapchat. So I just go around on Snapchat and I send it to everybody on my Snap. It takes so long to do though, because you can't send out to a group of people without sending out like one of them photo things. So you got to go around and send the link to each and every individual person. But it's fine. I'll do that. It takes me a few hours.
Let me ask you a question about that then, since you're so.
Probably about 4 or 5 hours to send it around to everybody on Snap. But hey,
fam, like, What do you think about Snapchat? Because as someone that's social media focused, for me, I feel like it's not really. Obviously, people are still on it.
So Snapchat is like a young audience. It's like a younger 18 to 24 audience.
18 to 24.
Yeah,
I would
roughly.
think it was even younger than that. I would say like.
Yeah, but like,
to
yeah, but
18.
they're not supposed to really be on it, innit? You know what I'm saying? You know,
Oh,
these
yeah,
social
they were
media
talking about it,
sites,
yeah,
like
sure.
that's why you can't advertise to people that's under 18.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you look at your Instagram or whatever, Facebook, you can't advertise to people that's under 18 because 18 is supposed to be there. Yeah. So, yeah, Snapchat is roughly like 18 to 24 year olds. Like, it's a young demographic, but really and truly, as you said, you can bring it down to like 15 to 24 year olds. It's like a younger demographic, innit? So I think Snapchat works really well for the young people and the younger audience. Do you know what I mean? And it's just a great way to add the swipe up option, because I know Instagram, you have to have like 10K followers to do that. You can do it on Snapchat regardless of how many people follow you or add you. I don't know what they call it on Snapchat. Add how many people add you. You can put the swipe up feature. So I think Snap, I like Snap because of that. And I think Snap as well, like you can do like, like short videos, but they have the option now where you can extend the video. So if you're shooting if you're recording a video, it will just keep going, so it doesn't stop at every 10-second interval. I like that as well. And obviously with Snap, you can just put anything out, whereas like with your Instagram, you might want to be like a little bit more professional with it, but with your Snap, you can just put anything out, kind of. Do you know what I mean? That's why I like Snapchat. And Snapchat is like it's more like a day in the life type thing. So yeah, obviously you got Instagram stories now as well. But with my Instagram, I just try to keep that as professional as possible. Okay. I try to keep all my social media professional as possible, but mainly Instagram. That's like the number one hub, because I ain't got a website. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got an artist website, so I treat my Instagram as my artist website. And everything else is just like, just different ways of where you can find out more about me and contact me.
Dope. Yeah. Dope. Okay. What about Twitter? You use Twitter?
Twitter, man. Twitter. Hey, what can I say about Twitter? Like, I don't know. Like, I think like Twitter's great. Twitter's great for discussions. So if you've got a discussion and you want to become a group of, and you want to be a part of a group, then it's great for. As an artist, it's just great for putting out like, say, quotes and all this type of stuff and what's on your mind, and just to push out your links even more and whatever. I kind of use all social media similar.
I hear that.
Do you know what I mean? But like, I'm not really too active on Twitter, bro, to be honest with you. Like, I don't really
because
like
what
Twitter.
I see a lot is like people would tweet something on Twitter, screenshot, and then put it on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I don't really like Twitter, man.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was never a big fan of Twitter.
I feel like way too many people are chatty on Twitter, man.
Do you know what?
Too many people are trying to get into too many people's business.
One tweet.
People are arguing with each other. Like, it's just not me.
I saw one tweet.
I don't do this social media
and it pissed me off. And I was like, yeah, no, Twitter's not the one for me, fam. Guess what the tweet was, bro?
What was the tweet? So,
basically, it was a girl, complaining that like Snapchat filters are not like they don't cater for black people enough. And for me, it was just quite weird to see somebody complaining that a filter doesn't like a filter. Like, what do they want doesn't appeal to you. What do they want to do?
Like make them come out more lighter or something? Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why for me it was just like, okay, we're so kind of like, because I'm not really with filters like that, and I don't really see.
That's another thing, you know. Like, you see these females and like whoever, like they be putting up so many filters, and when you see them in real life,
do you know what?
They don't look.
Someone actually said,
they don't. I'm telling you.
Someone actually said to me that like in the future, like
not too long
when
ago.
kids go missing and stuff, you're actually not gonna be able to find them now, because all they use is filters on their pictures.
That's a fact.
Someone actually said that to me, and I was like, yo, that's actually like a real concern. That actually sounds like something that could actually happen. Because if you're looking for somebody and then all they have out there in the world is just Snapchat filters or Instagram filters or whatever, fam.
It's true. It's true. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like obviously when it comes to Snapchat, like you see girls like they're the master of this photo position stuff. Like they know where to, like this angle stuff. They know where to like position the camera and stuff to make themselves look a certain way. But when you see them in real life, it's not like that. Do you know what I mean?
Have you ever been catfished?
I've ever been catfished?
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Actually, I wouldn't say I've been catfished, but I've been I met someone that was a deception. Yeah, definitely.
But I would call that
on a few times. That is catfishing to me. That's catfishing. Even if you're the same person, and you meet me, like your pictures don't look nothing like you look like. And you know what? Like a lot of the time, people like they throw back old pictures from like a year ago. And you see this person now, they fell off. They look nothing like they used to look like a year ago. So
recycling the pics.
They're recycling the pictures.
That's
so
serious.
yeah, like yeah. Like I've met deceptions before, man. I'm actually really disappointed when I meet a deception because I'm like, why didn't you just keep it real with me? Do you know what I mean? Why did you have to, you know what I mean, do all this kind of trolling? To me, it's trolling. Taking pictures slightly in a certain way to look different to how you look. Like, why not just be happy with how you look like? Do you know what I mean?
Well, because I mean that's kind of the negative side of social media, right? It's like,
like just be happy with how you look. Like I would have appreciated you a lot more.
But some people are not happy with how they look, and obviously instead of addressing that as the problem, they're using what's out there in the world to provide
to hide
a solution. To hide it is what they're doing. But they're not. A lot of people probably don't see it as that. A lot of people probably don't see it as that. They probably see it as just okay. I see everybody else putting up a filter. I see other people receive.
But that's what I'm saying. Like nowadays with social media, everyone's just trying to jump on a bandwagon because it's a trend. Why do you think they got trending in Twitter? Yeah, trending. It's all about what's a trend and what's within the now, and everyone's trying to jump on that rather than being original. Do you know what I mean?
But as an artist, like I would imagine that like that's something that you actually try to do. Obviously, there's a line between clout chasing and then like going viral. But
never tried clout chase, and I would never clout chase. Nah, my social media is just all positive stuff, man. I'm just always giving out positive energy, receiving positive energy, seeing positive stuff on my timeline. As I said before, if it's not positive, if you put something negative out, I ain't gonna come and tell you that it's negative because that's your social media. It's up to you what you put out. But don't be surprised when I unfollow you. Because I don't want to see, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to see nothing negative on my timeline. It's just all positive stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, when it comes to that, like, yeah, that's what I'll say. But
why are you so big on positivity? Like, what's got you so big on positivity?
Just coming from, just coming from negative experiences. You know? Negative experiences.
Yeah, but it's still quite a lot to ask someone that's come from negative experiences.
That's what I'm saying. And people always ask me, bro, how are you so positive? Like every day, like, and they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know you was going through that. Like, how are you still so positive?" Like, I'm always positive. Like, read a lot. Like, that's the key. Read a lot. I never used to be into reading before.
I'm not into reading at all.
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Not a lot of people are, but I'm always trying to encourage our people to read. Like,
I hear that.
Do you know what I mean?
Why is that important? Why is that important?
Bro, because I saw the effect that reading had on me.
Okay.
And it's affected me so much in a positive way, and
is that something recent?
Become a lot more powerful and headstrong, huh?
Is that something recent?
Yeah, I'll say something like, well, I'm 22 now, 23 in December, December the 7th. Sheesh, when did I start reading? I probably started reading when I was like 19.
Okay.
Yeah, 18, 19. But before that, bro, I could never have imagined to pick up a book.
So what made you pick up that first book?
What made me pick up that first book? Like, I must have been working in a restaurant now. And the one guy was like, oh, you know, like he liked my character and stuff, and he's just like, oh, you know, like he's like, no offense, but I don't think that you shoot cleaning tables and serving people food and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I know, like I don't either. Then he's like, oh, you know, like you're better than this. He's like, do you read? I'm like, nah, I don't read. And then he's like, oh, how much are they paying you here? I told him. He's like, nah. He's like, that's way too low. Like, you need to pick up books and read books and etc. It'll expand your mind and whatever. So I'm just like, yeah.
Was that around about the same time that you were like?
I heard it, but then I was just like, yeah, I could never see myself reading the book. I'm just like, yeah, like what books do you recommend? And he said, oh yeah, like there's a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm like, oh, okay, Think and Grow Rich. Okay, yeah, I've been interested in getting rich. Yeah, okay. Like that kind of thing. Yeah. He's like, oh, and then there's this book. Like, he just gave me like bare business books. So I was like, okay, let me put it down. Then I just bought one of them because he said, look, he said that books, they're an investment, they're not an expense. And then I realized, like, after reading that book, bro, it just changed my life and just made me want to read even more books and just let me realize, like, how I've been thinking for so long is the wrong approach and the wrong way to go at life. If you want to reach a certain position, you got to change your mindset. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, reading books and watching, like, powerful artist interviews of, like, legends like Nipsey Hussle and all that type of stuff. You see those interviews there, bro?
I'm
like,
glad
those
that you said
interviews
that,
there.
I want to say that on this podcast. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Exactly. Like, those interviews there, like, they've changed my life as well. You know what I'm
man.
saying? I watch all of those kind of artist interviews, like, that's helped me to look at things differently. But definitely picking up books and reading books, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people, bro, like, they might not want to be chasing riches. That just might not be them, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Some people are happy living like a mediocre life. So even if you're happy living a mediocre life, like, everybody wants happiness, right? So just definitely read books on happiness. And everybody has like mental health. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody has mental health. Like, everyone like has some sort of, you know, anxiety or whatever, especially growing up in environments that we grow up in. So I'll just definitely say, like, read books on mindset and on happiness and on abundance and on the law of attraction and on all this type of stuff. That'll help you become a lot more of a positive person. Do you know what I mean? Because then you realize, like, everything's just energy, like, you know, like 100%. Cosmetic energy. Yeah. So everything's energy. So your mind is just energy. Do you know what I mean? And your mind is powerful. Like, it's a whole machine. So when you realize that your mind is a whole intellectual machine, you're just like, yeah, like, why not change the energy of my mind to change the energy around me? Because the energy around you isn't going to change. You know, you got negative and positive energy there, but why attract the negative energy by thinking negatively? You might as well attract the positive energy in society by thinking positively. Do you know what I mean? And then manifest things to happen to you. Because obviously I heard about the manifestation thing. I heard people talk about manifestation, the law of attraction. But at the time, I'm just like, okay, yeah. Like, I understand the concept. But when you really understand it and start practicing it, you realize that it's real. It's real. Like, the universe breathes and it does listen to you. Do you know what I mean? And whatever you put out there.
Does that apply to the people around you then? Because a lot of the time it's, for example, you making this kind of conscious effort to read and stuff like that, you also have to be ready to even take that step in the first place. So you have to be in an open space in the first place.
Yeah, you do.
And there could be reasons.
Do you know what, like, bro? Like, I just wanted to change. Like, when you want to change so bad, because you want something, then you'll do it. You have to take sacrifices. You know, you have to drop out certain people in your life and certain friends and whatever, certain family members.
Preach, bro. Yeah, man.
You have to. So when you want to change so bad, then you'll do it. You'll take that sacrifice, you know? So I took that sacrifice to do that and to pick up a book. As I said before, like, bro, I could never imagine reading. Before that, I think I finished about one chapter book in my life before the guy had that conversation with me.
Do you know what that is? Inspirational, because for me, I don't read
that
books.
Was what's it called? The Curious Incident. The Dog in the Nighttime was some book about someone that killed a dog, and at the end of the story, you find out who killed the dog or something. I read that in like year 6.
Jeez.
But that was a chapter book, and I was so happy to have read a full chapter book back then. I'm like, wow. But from year 6 to 18, 19, I haven't read any other book. Like, so I'm just like, when I hit that age, I'm like, I never really would have thought I was reading books. But as soon as I picked up that book, because it's within my interest, and the guy was like, listen, like, you need to read books like that. Like, you need to. And he actually put me onto those books. He said, I'll even buy them for you if you want. I said, nah, it's fine. Like, I'll buy one. I'll start with
Shout
one.
out to that guy, bro.
Exactly,
You sound like a nice guy,
Shout
man.
out to him.
Yeah, man.
Nah, he was.
What's his name? Do you remember his name?
I think Bamo, I think. He was
Shout
Iranian.
out to Bamo, bro.
Yeah, sick guy. He was from Manchester.
Dope.
Yeah, I actually need to hit him up soon. But anyway, he's the one that told me to read these books. And yeah, literally after reading those books, hey. And obviously not only just that, but in these artist interviews, like Nipsey Hussle, he talks about reading books. I think 50 Cent, like, he spoke about how he studied law when he was in jail. Like, he read law books and everything like that. But if you look at, like, all of the greats and the successful people in society, they've all been reading. Like, Bill Gates, he reads a lot of books. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos, he reads a lot of books. Steve Jobs, like, even if you have to link it to the entrepreneurs, all greats, they read books. Oprah Winfrey, she's very big on reading books and law of attraction and stuff. So if you link it to all the greats, like, they've all read books. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I heard that.
So I'm just like,
because it's not even just reading books, because nowadays obviously you can listen to books as well.
Yeah, but I feel like when you have a physical connection with the book, you understand it a lot more.
I think
your
brain works differently when you're reading.
Yeah, like I highlight things as well. If I'm going for a book and I like something, I'll highlight it. You can't do that when you're listening to an audio.
Yeah, it's like a physical reference.
Exactly. Audio books are good, but there's nothing like picking up a physical book. That's why, like, I bought a Kindle just for buying books. It was only £30, but now I can buy books and you can highlight things on the Kindle and it works just like a phone, you know. But I bought it literally just for books, so everything's there. You can bookmark certain pages in your Kindle. It's just an electronic book. So I prefer that you can take it around with you. You can fit in your pocket. It's not that big, but it's not that small. It's like medium size. It can fit in your pocket. You can go everywhere with it.
That's dope. All right, man.
So yeah, I brought a Kindle to read books. I still got like physical copies of books, but yeah, I definitely advise everyone to read books and just open your mind and make sure you're taking in the right content and the right things on the day to day. basis if you want to be great and if you want to grow. Like, as I said, not everybody has the same vision. Some people like living mediocre, but this is for the people that don't want to live mediocre and that want to be the best versions of themselves in life. And as I said, everybody could be chasing something different. Not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody wants to be a businessman. Not everyone wants to be a businesswoman. Like, not everybody wants to do that. But everybody is still like trying to find happiness. You know what I'm saying? And the way to find that is through reading books and watching the right things on YouTube. And Educating yourself, exactly, bro. That's the key.
Okay. All right. I think we've had a good conversation, bro.
Yeah,
honestly,
really
like
man.
You've definitely surprised me in a lot of aspects. Like for me, I don't know. I don't read enough, so that lets me know that I need to read enough. So I wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I appreciate you coming down. Honestly, is there anything that you want to say? I think just even to end actually, because that's one of my questions.
Yeah, of course.
What's like your top 5 books? What would be your top 5 books, or your top 3, or your top 2, or even just a 1? Like
Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I've heard about Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Billionaire Branding, because it talks about like Jay-Z's journey. Like, I think it talks about Dr. Dre. I don't know if it talks about 50 Cent. I think it does. But anyway, it talks about different like successful rappers and their journey and stuff and how they done things. So Billionaire
What's
Branding.
that one? Billionaire Brandon.
Brandon, yeah.
I think a lot of people can identify to that.
Yeah.
Shout out
and
to that
also
one.
The Secret, definitely The Secret by
Or like Idolize, I just say.
I think it's Rona Last. But yeah, The Secret. Definitely The Secret.
Okay.
That's all about
I've heard about
the
The Secret
attraction
as
and
well.
stuff like that. So yeah, like they're like my top 5 recommended books.
All
Then
right.
you've got as a bonus book like Gary V Crushing It. You know Gary Vaynerchuk. Yeah, he has a book called Crushing It. It talks all about social media and marketing and advertising and how to grow a brand.
Dope.
But yeah, they're like
Cool.
my most recommended.
All right, tell the people what you got going on in your life one more time. Let them know what's coming.
Obviously heading to New York next month, September the 23rd to the 30th.
You're vlogging out there as well.
Yeah, I'll be vlogging out there.
Dope.
Working on UK to the States 2, the EP. If you haven't heard the first one, go listen to it. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm literally just trying to touch all different corners and like be more global, like worldwide. I'm trying to be worldwide and global. Like, I haven't got a limited mindset. Like, the world is an oyster, you know what I'm saying? Like, the world is yours, like Scarface said. So yeah, obviously,
I love that.
Look out for that. But yeah, let me plug my socials. On Instagram, it's ACESIZ Official, ACESIZ Official. Same for Twitter, same for Snapchat, same for my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, man, just look out. I got more stuff coming. But as I said, artist/entrepreneur. So don't be surprised if I don't always drop, because I'm still focused on the business side of things. And even with music, I'm focused on the business side of things. I don't just put things out for the sake of putting things out no more. I plan everything. And
Strategy is all about strategy, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's
my
that.
guy. My guy. Honestly, appreciate it, man.
I love it.
My guy. Yes.